or black cap with white spots. That's number 7, Little Quaker, who follows Tarka, Miss Mopsy, and Hawksfield Flyer to post. So they are the first quartet. A reminder that numbers 1, Billie Jean, number 6, Penny Lane, and the reserve, Lord Flashheart, all of those 3 do not run. So we have 10 runners. It's again over 6 furlongs. This time it's for ponies that are 148 centimetres or under, and that's getting, as Lee mentioned, pretty close to some of the smaller thoroughbreds, certainly polo pony size. And so as a result, riders who are competing in this particular contest are pretty close to being able to ride full-blown racehorses, at least at work at home. Obviously some of them come from racing families and probably already doing so. But number 4, A Brick in the Wall, is next out for Harry Middleton. Harry in the half colours of grey and blue with the red cap. Harry, at 13 years of age, is the youngest of the riders in this, our second race. Next out, Not Angelic for Gus Levinson in the brown and white Diablo colours with the white sleeves. Gus is 15 years of age. Nicely named Motorhead is next for Sinead Whittle, white colours with the blue diamond. And Diablo on the sleeves. Meanwhile, out in the centre of the racecourse, that's number 10, Ego Zumanov for Amelia Glass. Amelia, 15 years of age, red colours with the blue star. And then number 8, JD Delivers. JD Delivers in the black jacket with the red chevron striped sleeves for Aidan Lowe, who is 14 years of age. And the last one to head down towards the start is number 2, Indian River for Jamie Perrott. Purple colours with the white cross belts for number 2, Indian River. Not fully aware of all the family niceties, but I think Jamie might be nephew of Mark as opposed to son, but obviously from a racing family. Mark Perrott, top class jumps rider, associated with the likes of Bow Ranger, etc. And just going back to some of the jockeys we mentioned who've made the journey through the pony ranks. Ned Curtis, who actually rode a winner here yesterday, rides later on today. He rode in pony races. Harry Derham, who's making a real good fist of it, of course, attached to the Paul Nicholls yard, comes from the Nicholls family. And Philip Prince, another to have ridden in pony races, who rides regularly on the flat. So there's a few names to add to those we gave to you earlier. And it's a really good learning ground for riders. They are taken through the whole process of being a jockey in sense of weighing out, etc. Obviously, you heard Lee give the weighed in. So it's a big day for them, and good luck to all of those that compete in our second pony race, for which they're on their way to post. So the last of the runners just arriving in the starting area, so your last chance for a bet on the second of our pony races. Once again, there'll be any girth adjustments that are necessary, a few instructions given to the riders. But we're past post time, so it won't be too much longer before they ask to form a line once that last trio of Not Angelic, A Brick in the Wall and Motorhead have arrived down at the start. It's JD Delivers, I think, that's been dismounted down at the start. Okay, it's just for some saddle adjustments, I believe. So JD Delivers just having some adjustments made after arriving at the post. As a result, Aidan Lowe is currently out of the saddle, just holding the horse's head whilst those adjustments are made. Other runners circling at the start, so once the resaddling of JD Delivers has been completed, then the runners will be sent on their way. So Aidan's just been given the leg back up into the saddle, and he's back aboard JD Delivers. So instructions again being given. Another flag start, and the rider's just being told to back away from the starting area, take a turn, and then come in. So we're about to get underway for the second of the pony races, 148 centimetres and under. And they're not off, that's a full start. Not Angelic and Tarka are the two that have gone a few yards, and JD Delivers, but they've all pulled up pretty quickly. Starter not happy. As I mentioned, this is very much a full-blown experience for the riders, in the sense that they do have to conform to the instructions given to the starter, as they would do if they were starting, for example, a flip start national hunt race. And he wasn't happy, so they'll go back. They may even get a lecture too. So Not Angelic is the one we're waiting for. Went a little bit further than the others. Not Angelic's not that keen to go and rejoin the others, but I think he's going to get the other side of the starter now. And this time they're away and racing out well. Hawksfield Flyer for Theo Gillard shows up. White Face of Miss Mopsy and Ben Jones. And also tacking across Tarka in the noseband for Barnaby Trenier. Down the centre of the racecourse, Motorhead for Sinead Whittle is showing good pace, along with Go Angelic, or Not Angelic, for Gus Levinson as they race through the first furlong. Racing in mid-division, Indian River for Jamie Perrett. JD Delivers with the White Face for Aidan Lowe. At this stage, Brick in the Wall for Harry Middleton's towards the tail, in company with Little Quaker for Frank Meehan. And also Ego Zumanoff for Amelia Glass. So racing down towards the 3 furlong point, nose-banded Tarka in the green and red colours. Out towards the centre is Miss Mopsy for Ben Jones. Towards the left-hand side go Not Angelic for Gus Levinson. Switching Indian River for Jamie Perrott. Move towards the far side, Motor Edge Sinead Whittle. Coming home well, Little Quaker for Frank Meehan's making ground. Also staying on, a brick in the wall for Harry Middleton. This is wide open with a furlong and a half to go. Over on the far side, Motor Ed for Sinead Whittle. Continues to show with Tarka for Barnaby Trenier. All the time a brick in the wall for Harry Middleton, who's come from well back, is making ground. Indian River for Jamie Perrott, not done with over on the far side. Inside the final furlong, Tarka for Barnaby Trenier. Over on the far side, Motor Ed for Sinead Whittle. These two have had a really good battle. It's going all the way to the line. The judge will be needed. Motor Ed Sinead Whittle on the far side may have just got there from Tarka and Barnaby Trenier. Third place for a brick in the wall, Harry Middleton. Right behind them, Indian River for Jamie Perrott. Late ground from Ego Zumanoff for Amelia Glass. Not far away, Hawksfield Flyer for Theo Gillard was also involved there. Behind those, a slight gap to Little Quaker for Frank Meehan, who just ran out of puff late on, and they go all the way back to the likes of Miss Mopsy for Ben Jones, who also ran out of puff, and JD Delivers for Aidan Lowe.
Photo finish, photo finish. Here's the result of the photo finish for first place. First, number 5, Motor Ed. Second, number 12. Third, number 4. The fourth pony home, number 2. The full result of our second Charles Owen pony race, 148 centimetres and under.
Colours. Out towards the centre is Miss Mopsy for Ben Jones. Towards the left-hand side go Not Angelic for Gus Levinson. Switching Indian River for Jamie Perrott. Move towards the far side, Motor Edge Sinead Whittle. Coming home well, Little Quaker for Frank Meehan's making ground. Also staying on, a brick in the wall for Harry Middleton. This is wide open with a furlong and a half to go. Over on the far side, Motor Ed for Sinead Whittle. Continues to show with Tarka for Barnaby Trenier. All the time a brick in the wall for Harry Middleton, who's come from well back, is making ground. Indian River for Jamie Perrott, not done with over on the far side. Inside the final furlong, Tarka for Barnaby Trenier. Over on the far side, Motor Ed for Sinead Whittle. These two have had a really good battle. It's going all the way to the line. The judge will be needed. Motor Ed Sinead Whittle on the far side may have just got there from Tarka and Barnaby Trenier. Third place for a brick in the wall, Harry